Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a video for this week's team call because I'm away. And I wanted to talk to you tonight about how to get your followers and your people on your like page to customers. And when I first started kind of using my like page and really started getting into this business, I started to realize that your warm market is going to run out fairly quickly, right? We know that. But there is value in bringing your like page followers to your personal page. Now, there's kind of different schools of thought out there about what you post on your like page versus what you post on your personal page. I don't post my kids on my like page, not because I don't, just because I don't. I'm not against doing that. I mean, the odd time I might kind of post something on there, but I generally kind of keep that to motivation and recipes and workouts, that sort of thing. And then my personal page, I do more personal things, but I also do Beachbody things. So when I have people who are on my like page, I want to eventually move them over to my personal page because you can have greater interaction with someone that's on your personal page. Because when you message somebody who's not your friend on Facebook, they might not see that message. Now, there's a new thing where it says new message request. So you do see that. But for the longest time, I had messages in my other folder that I didn't even know existed. So there is value to having those people come over to your personal page. And they might see you. What you want them to see is that the you on the like page and the you on the personal page is the same person. You're busy, you're a mom, you're a dad, you work full time, you are making this business successful in the time that you have, okay? So any way that you can paint that story is going to be beneficial to your business. So what I do is when somebody likes something on my personal page, let's back that up. When somebody likes my like page, like just likes the page, I immediately message them with, hey Sarah, it's Christine Gillis from Healthy Journey Together. Thank you so much for liking my page. I love connecting with other women about health and fitness. What are some of your health and fitness goals? Or, hey Sarah, it's Christine Gillis from Healthy Journey Together. I always say that because they see this Christine Devaney Gillis popping up in their message and they don't know who that is because my name isn't attached to my page. If you're just setting up your page, I would suggest you have your name attached to it, but mine is not. I can change that because you can change it once. And then I kind of welcome them to my page. And I always say that I like growing my circle of healthy people or connecting with other people who have those goals in mind. Hey, by the way, what are some of your health and fitness goals? I would say 8 out of 10 times, nobody responds to me. In the beginning, nobody was responding to me, but I was sending it every single time. So then what I do is I write their name down. So here is Monday, and I have yet to do my power hour. Here's Monday, okay? So this is a newer book, so you're not going to see a lot of it. But I record in my book, what I do is I write the date down. So let me show you. This was last week on March 2nd. So I have all the people that I wanted to invite to do a hardcore Busy Moms boot camp, people that I have to follow up with, and one of these girls just bought a challenge pack today, okay, because I was following up with her, and I kind of said, when do you want me to follow up? What day works for you? And she said Monday. I put her on my paper for follow-up, and I messaged her today, and she was kind of hung up on the direct seller's license, but all is good, all is well. So whenever I have someone who likes my page, I record their name. And sometimes it goes nowhere, but other times what I do is when I'm filling my power hour and I'm looking for those connections that I've already made, I will see that person's name and go, where did we leave off? And I'll go into Facebook and I'll put their name in and I'll see if I've already sent them their message. I usually try to send that message right away. As soon as they like my page, like, you know how you get the notifications on your like page, I go in and I message that person to say, thanks for liking my page. And I kind of leave it at that. And then I continue to make my posts and I continue to, do all those things I need to do. And then as I get more likes, I message those people. And then when people start liking actual posts, that's when I will typically friend request them because something about my page intrigues them. It motivates them, it inspires them, it encourages them in some way. So I take that as a sign, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so, as them supporting my journey. And I'll send them a friend request, and I'll send them a second message that says, hey, Sarah, thanks so much for liking the post on my page. It really means a lot to have your support. And I might just leave it at that. And then when they add me, if they add me, I will send another message, because it's not till then that they'll actually see the messages. And I'll say, hey girl, thanks for accepting my friend, or thanks for adding me, or, you know, I like connecting with even more people in the health and fitness world. Not sure if you saw the messages above, but I'm from Healthy Journey Together, that sort of thing. And I just kind of take it from there. And there's a lot of people that I don't end up friending, that I still talk to on my like page, but I always make sure that I message people, because they're there for a reason. They're on my page for a reason. So I might not hear back from that person, but you just never know if they are watching what you're doing. And I'm going to share my screen, because I have a girl actually who's going to see this message, because she's now a coach, Jessica. I'm going to kind of share little pieces of our conversation. And they started, I'll have to check the date, but it was last year anyway. And it started with me. Let's see if I can share my screen. This part always like confuses me. Share screen. Hopefully you can see this. Facebook. I had it called up, so hopefully it's going to come up. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to go to messages. I hope to God you guys are seeing this. There's Jessica's name there. And we're going to go to see all. And we're going to search for Jessica. Giroux. And then we're going to go all the way back up to the beginning. Load other 356 messages. And I'm going to show you kind of how our conversation went, and the breadcrumbing, so to speak, that you really need to do, because people, it needs to be on their journey, right? They need to be ready, and it needs to be something that they're looking for, because we're not here to sell, right? So back in June of 2015, I messaged her and said, hi, Jessica, it's Christine from Healthy Journey Together. Thank you so much for liking my page. I love connecting with other women about health and fitness. What are some of your health and fitness goals? So it wasn't until October of last year that I heard back from her. And she said, hi, I've been very inspired by your posts over the past few months. Over the past few weeks and days, making a change has been on my mind constantly, but I have tried to do it countless times. I'm scared to fail again, but I feel like this is my time to put myself first. Is it possible to join your group even if I'm in New Brunswick? Right away, this is what I do. People don't realize that you don't have to be local. I make a note. Make a post about the fact that you do not have to be local, okay? So that becomes like an avatar. Who am I posting to? She thinks you have to be local for me to help her. I'm building a business online. I need to post about the fact that this is an online business and that you can join me from anywhere in the US and Canada. That was the first thing I thought of, okay? So then if you kind of read on, I said, thank you so much for reaching out to me. You absolutely can. It's all run online through Facebook. I would love to have you. And so let's see here. It's super easy to get ordered, and then we start on October 20th. So this was back when I had a group starting October 20th. So she says, what is the investment? Two kids under 5 means super huge daycare bills. And then I said, I get it for sure. You want to validate what they're thinking and what they're feeling. I know it looks like I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually making a video. Can I talk to you in a minute? Thank you. You need to validate how they feel, because it can be a lot of money. It is a lot of money. It's totally an investment. So I said, I get it for sure. 29-day fixed challenge packs are on sale this month, $164 for the program, the containers, the workouts, and 1 month of Shakeology. You could waive your coach-up fee with this purchase and get your Shakeology discounted next month if you wanted to. Makes no sense to pay full price. So wait right away. Now, I'm going to tell you that since I've done those kinds of things, I would probably word it differently. Why is it? Excuse me. Why don't the computer? This is actually recording me, and I'm actually making a video for my team. So can you go watch your thing, and I'll come back and we'll get that all worked out. No. So I normally now I would say, when she says, what is the investment? And 2 kids under 5, I would say something like, I understand, which I did. It is a huge investment. But the 21-day fixed challenge packs you get, and I would list it all out, and I would be sure to, say that they get me as their coach, and that's the value in what we're doing, and then tell them that's $164. And then in here, I did the coach sign up fee, but I wouldn't put that together anymore. I would let them come back with, either that's too much money or that's a great price or whatever their yes or no's are going to be, and kind of take it from there. They're probably going to have questions about Shakeology. They're probably going to have questions about the portion control system, and I would take it from there. And this was back in October. That is very reasonable, she said. Do you pay monthly after that? After that, you pay for your Shakeology monthly. It works out to be $5 a day, like buying 30 meals at once. It's most definitely an investment, but super healthy and super foods you want in your diet. So I always word that differently. It just depends on how the conversation's going. I am sure to tell people that you're getting 30 meals in one shot. So of course it's going to be a little bit on the expensive side, but that the convenience is there, that I know as a coach what they're getting in their challenge group, that at least one of their meals is really healthy. And I might do a little breakdown of what some of the superfoods are. Okay. Okay. So how do I go with securing a spot? I get paid in the 15th, so I'll need to see if I can work it out in the budget. Would I do credit card or e-transfer? That's another thing that people don't realize, is that you don't carry product. Another great post, another bonus to being a Beachbody coach. We don't have to carry product, that it gets shipped to you right from the company. Okay. So I would make a note of that. So then if we continue on, I send you a link via email, actually, and you finalize on your end. So I'm using the app. Everything ships directly to you from the company, as we don't have to carry product. And I say you can pay with a credit card. Okay, can you send me the link and I'll see what I can do? Yes, for sure. Do you want to get the discount on Shakeology? Next month, I send you a different link is all. The way it works out is you waive your fee now to sign up a coach. You would be what we call a preferred customer / coach, not building a business just for the discount. There's a $20 monthly fee to be a coach, and then your Shakeology is $140 a month instead of $180. So, son, she has, but really it works out to $160 a month instead of $180. Yep. And then she says, well, if that is expensive, but I know it'll be worth it. It is totally worth it, but you can totally cancel any time. I make sure I tell them that they can cancel it. I never pressure you, and I know all too well the expense of childcare and raising a family, because I'm a family of 5. So I know exactly how she's feeling. Okay, send me the link, she says, for the coach, so I can get the discount, and I will crunch some numbers and sleep on it. Okay, I need your email and your Shakeology preference, blah, 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 blah. And so the link was sent, and so that was on the 11th of November. 11th of October, sorry. Thanks so much. If I'm being honest, I feel like the finance is just an excuse. I mean, yes, we have a lot of expenses, but the health of our family should be priority, I feel, and I need a major health overhaul. So I'm like, okay, she's at a place where she wants this. Yep, I was in the exact same place. So I validate how she's feeling, and I let her know that I can relate to how she's feeling, because I was there too. We eat healthy now. Yes, it's more expensive than processed food, but we eat less because we don't eat as often, because we're filling our bodies. Processed foods spike your blood pressure, blood sugar, and you are hungry an hour later. So we spend less on groceries in the long run, freeing money for Shakeology. And that's true, right? Tell them how it works in your family. I'm a family of 5, 2 Shakeology orders coming in, and I'm choosing to make this work for my family. And we are eating less processed food. So I just tell that story. And we have 2 coming in every month. Both of us are coaches. And I work my hubby's business. This program, these accountability groups can change your life. And then she says, I'm just so sick of feeling like I'm living in a life in a body that I'm not supposed to be in. And she goes on to give me some more of her, her feelings towards that. So this is all on the same day. I felt the exact same. Like, I was like, just wait. This is not the real me. I've weighed on and I will lose it. Then I can be the real me, except the real me wasn't coming out no matter what I tried. So I'm really validating how she's feeling. And I'm telling her that I was in the exact same place, because she knows the me that is in these workout videos that she's seeing, or these posts that I'm making, or these pictures and sweaty selfies that I'm posting. And I'll have people say, yeah, but I have all this weight to lose, or yeah, but I'm 40. Hello, I'm 41, right? So people who are meeting you now don't know the you that was once you. So you have to paint that picture for them so that they can relate to you. My journey started when I did because she said that she did yoga and she loves to practice yoga, and that it's kind of in her life. I said that I'd start a 30-day challenge, and that I went with no sugar, gluten, meat, caffeine, alcohol, you name it, went on a plant, mostly raw diet for 3 days, and I felt amazing. That's where it started, but that wasn't happening. That's where it started, but what wasn't happening was changing my mindset, my thinking. I was still saying negative things to myself and sabotaging my results. Everything that I know that she is probably doing to herself, because all of us can relate to that. So she said, I've done many of those challenges and broke down so many of my walls. I've been practicing over for 6 years. I was starting another challenge in November, I think. I thought the two would go nicely together. So we went on and talked. Like we talked. This was a great conversation. I was fired up. So that was in November. Went back and forth in November. If I pay by the 18th, is it too late? I said take 7 to 10 business days. So this was on and back and forth in November. And so then I was following up with her. She didn't get the email to bounce back to her. Then I sent it again. So then on the 13th, hey girl, just checking with you about the 21-day fix. She spoke to her husband, and they have to wait till the 15th, and they both get paid. Okay, that was back in we're still in October here, right? So then we talk about budget and how she just can't afford it, and then we come up to this past February 7th. And she said, hi, saw your video explaining the challenge groups. Loved it because I really went into detail in a video about how my challenge groups work and what challengers can expect from being in a challenge group. Because we call them challenge groups, we call them accountability groups. People think they don't know, right? They don't know what they are. So I had made a video and she liked it. I said, I love them and love running them. So I'm a wee bit passionate about them. I would love to have you join us. So when she messaged me her video about explaining the challenge group, I would have scrolled back up through our entire conversation to remind me of it, because when I had messaged her, she said she was going to wait. I had messaged her again, and it just wasn't the right time. And you kind of have to know when to push and when to stop pushing, because it needs to be on their terms. So now we're into February, and she tells me some more of her kind of obstacles and why she doesn't want to do it. What are you most nervous about? I asked her if you had to pick one, because she said, you know what? I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I really want to do it. I said, what are you most nervous about? Knowing that it's probably failing. So she said, LOL, failing miserably. Right away, I write down on my list, failure, to make sure that I make a post on my like page about what it feels like to try something again and fail at it, because I'm not the only one. Jessica's not the only one. All of you are not the only ones who have ever failed at something. So that is fueling my posts that I get from potential customers. I am perfectionist, she says, and I said, I won't let you fail. That's not the business I'm in, because I'm not. If you are engaged and I'm doing a good job as a coach, you're not going to fail. I'm going to consistently poke you and make sure that you're engaged. If you decide to disengage and I poke you enough times and you're not engaging, that's not me as a coach. That's my challengers not engaged, okay? So we kind of went back and forth, and then, oh my goodness, we went back and forth, and sold, send the link. Girl, let's do it. Don't let fear hold you back anymore. Take charge and do it for you. I have a group starting February 15th, enough time for shipping. It's on sale and perfect to finish that first round before your birthday. Sold, send the link. Okay, I just need your email address and Shakeology preference, because I probably could have gone all the way back up through it. And Hands Down Chocolate, you may remember I made a post about Hands Down Chocolate, and I knew that it was a match made in heaven when she said Hands Down Chocolate. And then she said, strange, the people we were drawn to. There's a coach that lives right down the road, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't feel it. Anyway, we were connected. She does yoga. And then did I ask her again if she wants to do the coach? Oh, now this is what I did. Just read, so the link, something didn't work in the enrollment that I had sent her. And she said, just reading back through our old conversation, we had discussed the option of the coach discount a few months ago. Are you still interested in getting your Shakeology cheaper in the coming months? Because I probably, sometimes you just don't know, right? If it's kind of going to be one of those customers you want to pitch the coach deal to, but really we should be doing it for everybody, because that can close it for a lot of people. Yes, please, she said. So I sent her a whole new link, and lo and behold, she is now signed up as a coach. And how do I get out of this? Oh my God, if you guys haven't been seeing this, I think I might possibly lose my mind. Just a sec. I'm back. So she signed up as a coach, and she now has her husband sign up as a coach, and he's on Shakeology as well. And in doing so, she bought 22 Hardcore for him. So that's somebody who I met June of last year. And so if when you're meeting new people on your like page, you're trying to rush it, They're going to sense that. You need to know when to kind of back off, but you also need to know that if they don't purchase right when you want them to purchase, that is not a failure, because look at all of the things that I got from that. I got a list of things that were, you know, can she take part, excuse me, if she doesn't live in my province, or some of the obstacles that she thought failing, that she thought she was going to fail. So those things fueled me as a coach, maybe not for her right then, but when I went and I would make those posts, if she's seeing other posts, then she's engaged with my page. So she must be engaged with some of the other things that I'm doing. So the people who are giving you the no's is fueling your business. You are able to take their reasons for saying no and making a post about that. You're not calling them out. You're basically making all those people out there who think the same thing feel like someone gets them, because we do. We've all been there. So that's just an example of how I would take somebody from being a spectator on the sidelines, posting something that motivates them. And in this case, in the end, it was my post about how challenge groups work. You have to go back and think about all of the people who are on your page. And I mean, even if you have 5 people on your page, think about how they think. Go back to the you before you were a coach. What motivated you to join a challenge group? What did you need to know before you were willing to take that step? Because to me, $164 for a challenge pack on sale is not a lot of money. In fact, I don't think any of the programs that we sell are a lot of money when you consider what you're getting in the value of Shakeology. So other people may not, like, they would spend that on a purse or a pair of shoes like nobody's business. It's not because people don't have the money. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are lots of people who don't have the money. But of the people that I talk to that don't spend the money on themselves, it's because they're tired of failing. It's because they have tried so many things that they just don't want to invest in more money, in that they think they can do it on their own. And they probably can. Right? Like, it's not a secret sauce that we have. We have support, and we have exercise, and we have nutrition. And those 3 things combined together gets people results. So go back to the you that you once were before you were a coach, and what sorts of things you needed to know before you took that leap. You want to see other people's progress pics. So get your challengers to post them and ask if you can share them. You needed to know what superfoods actually were. Like, don't just say that they're superfoods. Find out what's in Shakeology and share that with people. You wanted to find out how hard the workouts were. People hear hardcore and they're going to think they're really hard. So show them that in a video. People think that the workouts are, maybe they hear Beachbody and they think Insanity, or they think P90X, and they think all of the workouts are really difficult. So post about that. They think that eating clean is really expensive. So post about the fact that your quinoas and your brown rice and your oatmeal and your staples in your pantry are something you're going to buy like once a month, and that your processed foods, the reason why you really do end up spending less money when you're clean eating is because your processed foods are going to make your blood sugars spike, and you're going to eat more often and more of that junk. But when you're eating clean, your body is fuller longer. So like, post about that. And I'm not saying like, hey, come to buy a challenge pack from me because when you eat blah, blah, blah. Like, you can make it be about your lifestyle, not about, hey, come buy a challenge pack from me. Because as you plant those seeds, as you go along planting those seeds, they're going to go, huh, yeah, you're right. You know, I do eat a lot of crackers at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still starving by supper time. But look, she's at school, and it's 2:30, and she's having her Shakeology, and she's saying all these things are going to happen to her before she has supper. She does that every day. Huh, look, she's getting muscle definition. Huh, she's like, let them watch your story. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not posting your Friday flex, or you're not posting your progress pictures, people want to watch you progress. They don't want to see, bam, look at this already fit Beachbody coach, because they want to watch you on that journey. And that can be intimidating for you, but guess what? That's what they want to see. They want to see you fail. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you try new recipes. They want to watch you do all that. Okay? So I really hope you got some pieces that is going to help you today in this little video, and I'm going to post this for our team meeting, and If you have any questions or something that works on your like page, I would love to hear it. Share it in our team page. Let us know what you're doing. I love seeing all the posts that are on your like page. I try to comment on everything and try and get it into people's news feeds. Just think of quality content that you think other people need before they make the leap. And it doesn't always have to be financial. And that's the other thing. If you think Shakeology is expensive, if you always go there, that Shakeology is an expense that you can't afford. If you think that, then your people are going to think that too. But when you stop wondering if someone wants it and you start assuming that they want it because they're buying a challenge pack, and here's what you get in a challenge pack, you get this and this and this and 30 meals and all of my support. Like if I go back to some of my conversations from when I was first a coach, I probably told them that there were two ways to get a workout program, either with Shakeology or without. I don't mention without. And if someone's dead against buying Shakeology, then sure, I'll send the link without it. But for the most part, I want them drinking Shakeology because I want them to feel healthy hair, although this is looking fabulous, and stronger nails and clearer skin and sleeping soundly and having more energy and having no more knee pain. I want people to know that. So I need to post about that and post about it a lot. Tell your story, a piece of your story every day. Because I'm going to tell you, with everything that I'm going through right now with my poor cousin and the mental illness that has affected my family, I know now more than ever why I'm doing this. And I know that it is guiding me. And I didn't know that 2 years ago, but I tell my story often enough that it's shaping who I am. And there's different pieces of it that change kind of throughout the last couple of months. So tell your story, tell a piece of it. Like, don't just post a picture of like a quote and do a blurb about why that has helped you. Put that quote on your picture and do like a paragraph post about a struggle that you're having, or a moment of clarity that you've had, or a non-scale victory that you've had, because people relate to those. Okay. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye.